Alright then. Crystals. Oh! Would love to be playing more Super Mario RPG, but I have something even better right here. I've just noticed, oh no, reactions are turned on for this stream. They make you want to puke. Let me see if I can turn them off from here. Reactions are like literally the worst thing ever invented by YouTube. Comments, automatic places. Oh, I know where I have to go to edit this. Channel dashboard. Content. Live stream. Details. And here I can turn it off. Under customization. Live reactions. Don't know why that's enabled by default. Nobody likes it. Everybody hates that it gets in the way of the on-screen chat. Hey, Johnny! Johnny, how's it going? It's out! Mameda no Bakeru, it's out! It's out! Let's have some light. Let's have some light on. Right! It's out! Oh! So excited. So let's just start playing this. It came out, what, Friday last week? It arrived today. Japan only. Spiritual successor to Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. I played 10 minutes of this in Ryujinx to see what it plays like. And it was stuttering like hell for me. Just replace the save file. That was also just to fire the game up and make sure it worked on hardware as well. I mean, you'd expect it to. It's a Switch game running on the Switch, but yeah. So, full word of warning, this game is in complete Japanese, and also it's not showing for you for some reason, and I will just there we go. I don't know. Sometimes I just wonder why things don't work. Okay, we're in. So, complete Japanese voiceover, complete Japanese subtitles, no English language support at all. We'll dig around in the files maybe tomorrow and figure out how the text is stored and see if there's any method of doing a machine translation for the in-game text. But as it currently stands, we'll have to make do with what we have. I'm going to go ahead and announce this live. Yeah, it's been a while since I live streamed, about a week. It's good to be back. I thought I might as well wait until this came out before coming back to live streaming. Because it's nice to jump straight in with a brand new game. And something that I'm excited for, nonetheless. I know that sample, that's been used in Tenchu. So yeah, I wish I could understand this. Like, I know that character is No. And I know that one is Yo. Yoru? Yoku? Something like that. I'm not here to read Japanese. I'm here to play something that, in the 10 to 15 minutes I played in Ryujinx to see if it, ran on emulator fine, basically played a lot like Ape Escape 3, which is how I felt this game would probably play when I saw the initial teaser in that Nintendo Direct. I'm like, oh my god! This actually looks like it might play a little bit like Ape Escape 3, and it does. It's mechanically quite similar. But yeah, just to clarify, anybody who comes in, yes, I tested this on an emulator, but no, I'm playing it on the real Nintendo Switch. Just to make sure there's no confusion over that. But, you know, get game, rip own copy, run in Ryujinx. See how it runs. And I get shit tons of stutters. So that wouldn't be the ideal way to stream it. And hence why I'm playing it on hardware. A lot of Japanese text, I'm noticing. Like, a lot of Japanese text. The gameplay, thankfully, seems very simple. Ganbaru! Oh, ganbaru! Do your best. So we're gonna take the magic Tanuki drum. They should have enabled taiko drum support for this game. You know, Donkey Konga style. Donkey Kong Jungle beat our way through this game. Better not give him any ideas. Right. Level 1. So there's a few English letters here and there, but this is predominantly completely in Japanese. That won't put me off. I will play through it in its entirety, provided there isn't anything like some sort of Japanese history quiz in pure Japanese text that I'm going to have to somehow figure my way through. Assuming that there is not something like that, then this shouldn't be too bad. So you move around with the left analog stick, right analog stick controls the camera. There's no center camera on right click, which is weird. You've got a block with ZR, and then L and R is your drumstick. So L, 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 R, 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 L, R, L, R. Yeah. You get the idea. You've got a roll on Y. So it's telling me here that I can use the B button to jump. Can I break this? No. There's a lot of things in the environment you can't break, but they at least went to the effort of putting an animation in to show that you can hit it at the very least. So a little bit of physics here you can knock these back. But I'm just interested in collecting the money. So far, very just mechanically comfortable to use, to play. Just... dare I say this game has a good feel? But no, in all seriousness, it's just very smooth. You wouldn't have thought the Yoshi Shit Island devs were involved in this. Well then. Oh! Oh. So satisfying. Yeah, I've noticed this game's a little bit choppy. The performance is a little bit choppy. Oh boy. Lots of Japanese text. Tons of Japanese text. I kind of had a feeling this would be the case when I ordered the game. let's be real. We weren't expecting anything less than mountains and mountains of Japanese tags. I certainly wasn't. So it doesn't come as a surprise. So interesting, you can hold one stick up. Why you would only want to use one and not both sticks? I don't fully understand, but you can. Ah, there's 3 of those in every stage. Okay. Yeah, there is some noticeable stutter on this game. Where's that switch to? Am I right, fellas? Oh, I wanted a Pepsi. But she wouldn't give it to me! All I wanted was a Pepsi! Okay, looks like I'm not getting a Pepsi. I'm trying to pinpoint the Seiyu, and I think it might be the VA for Naruto, Uzumaki. Wow. Okay, so when I tried to do that teleport on Ryujinx, my PC lagged for about 30 seconds. Just sort of got stuck there. It's instantaneous on console. A lot of that may well be down to the drive that I was running the game from. Like, it might run faster off an SSD or something like that. I've never had good experience with Switch emulation at all. And I'm using a 4070 Ti, so obviously I'm doing something wrong. Can I climb? No. Oh, I have to press A on them! Oh, then that means I left one that I could have picked up in an earlier area, and I don't see a... Can I teleport back? I don't remember coming in on a teleporter. Gunning. Oh! Money! 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 Yeah, the teleporter's still there. Okay, I'm gonna go back and get that one. Now I know that I have to actually press A on them. Left one in the previous area I could have picked up. Yeah, okay. Can I run? Yes. So by holding the dash button I can run. Okay, cool. That makes backtracking not a pain in the ass. Right, so yeah, I'm supposed to press A on him. Magical Drummer Bakeru and the Oracle's Woe. I like it, because it... I liked it... You mentioned Magical Drummer Bakeru and the Oracle's Dilemma earlier, which I quite liked. But yeah, anything that, like... that kind of plays homage to the Mystical Ninja naming standard is okay with me. Yeah, the game's performance on Switch itself isn't great. I'm noticing some V-Sync related stutter. Oracle Strife. It implies the Oracle's married. Yeah, I mean, looking at this performance, it's not the best performance of any Switch game I've played. It's also far from the worst. You know, I played a large chunk of Scarlet. Or Violet. So, you know, I've played worse. But yeah, it's a little bit... yeah. Ooh! Limes! Yeah, slight overclock. That might not be a bad shout. It's just... there's no way to overclock on standard firmware. I'd be more than happy to do an overclock, but... I'd have to boot into a custom firmware or an emunand. More Japanese text! Wish I knew what they were talking about. Thankfully, the subtitles are there even for the Japanese speech. That's an expression that says it all, really. Nice transformation. Okay. So I guess I have to fill up this bar in order to do my transformation. Oh, enemies now drop these things. Well, they better fucking drop money as well. Ah, I don't need a full bar. Well, what does that mean? Oh, tiny. Oh, I can't attack enemies in this mode. Okay, I like the transformation mechanic. I just wish enemies dropped money too. So they don't seem to drop money anymore. And that upsets me. Okay, we've got some Japanese text. And it's telling me about a mechanic. Oh, I've got a little silly Yoshi jump. I see. What a silly little Yoshi jump. ZL and ZR. Shit. I'll figure it out. Ah. Why does it say ZL and ZR then, if it's L and R that I'm supposed to use? I definitely need to get up there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm missing a shit. Oh, I'm missing a shit. Okay. Well, I don't get the feeling that's like the end of the level goal. Actually, that might be the end of the level goal. Oh, that became one. Okay. Oh, right, I have to destroy these to open the exit. Okay, that makes sense. And they could be opened by fighting enemies, by the looks of things. They could just be there full stop. Or it looks like I can dig them out of the environment as well by doing my slam. Slam in the back of my Dragula. Right. Some sort of weird mushroomy looking thing. So I got all 3 treasures, but I'm missing... one of the poopy looking guys. Collectibles aren't, like, flashing and disappearing yet. Oh. About, well, a little while longer than it would have been in, like, a N64 game. Yeah. So if that's the stage exit, then that means there's still another Poopy Boy to discover somewhere. I have no idea where I'm looking. Go back through this stage. Could be in that section a little bit earlier on. Oh no, he's up here. Look at this. Oh, you sneaky, sneaky little boy. Nice one. Nice. So that's where all 5 of those are, and where all 3 of the treasures are in stage 1. Gonna try and get all the treasures and all the collectibles as I go. That is satisfying. Love it. Love it. Love it. Very, very Japanese. Unmistakably Japanese. Gonna get another big box of text? No, straight into the next level like that. Nice. I was a little bit concerned we were gonna have another, like, super long cutscene. Baba-da-ba-da! Ooh! Yeah! Se! Te yandei! But no, we're good. We're right in. Into the next level. Never mind. It's the Tanuki Girlfriend shop, where you could buy a Tanuki girlfriend. Yorozuya. Oh, Yorozuya. So, like handymen, like odd jobs. Don't know what any of this stuff does. Oh boy. Something up. That is probably extra maximum health. Increases something for 180 seconds, maybe? Defense against enemy attacks for like 30 seconds. Let's pull up Google Lens for this. Good old Google Lens never let me down. Fast candy. Mint flavor that makes your feet faster. So that's make you run faster. Stock 60 seconds. It's a crystal that can change as much as you... So I guess that fills up your transformation gauge. Okay. Shield gummy protects you from damage for 30 seconds. Yeah, I guessed as much. Automatically revives you if you get hit. That's handy. Okay. 80 seconds, drop amount up. So it increases money dropped for 180 seconds. This will be maximum health. No senbei, immediate effect, permanent. Waku, expensive rice cracker that increases your life slot. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. So that's what each of those are. I'll just save up and get more maximum health. Hoping there'd be something around there. Music's fun. So there's an invisible wall there, yeah. I just threw something out through the invisible wall. Oh man. There's no excuse not to release this outside of Japan. Sure, it's very Japanesey, but, you know, things being Japanesey might have stopped localization maybe 20 years ago. Maybe 15 years ago. But, like, 10 years ago, it wouldn't have stopped localization. Then again, I was saying that Gintama Rumble should have left Japan, and it only got a very brief Southeast Asia run. But at least it got a Southeast Asia run in English. Just something this game could really do with. There's no excuse not to. It's a standard 3D platformer. It won't go down easy if it ain't Japanese. Oh. I see what you did there. You're easy breezy, I'm Japan easy. Yeah. Oh, that pop-in. That Mary pop-in is bad. Oh, wait, no. They popped in, and then once they became... Yeah, it's alright. It's not as bad as Sonic Frontiers. Frontiers pop-in has no excuse being as bad as it is. On PC as well. Frontiers pop-in is awful. This is alright. Yeah, it's very agreeable, this game. I don't see any reason why this wouldn't sell. At least as a budget title. You know, it doesn't need a physical release. If Nintendo are panicking about, like, selling this, they could, you know, release it digitally. And then there'll be enough interest for someone like Limited Run Games to come along and they'd be happy to do a run for it. There is genuinely nothing stopping this from being playable. I mean, apart from the fact it's completely in Japanese, but I'm making it through without knowing any Japanese. Isn't this the game where everyone gets food poisoning and winds up holding up the beach bank? No? This is the game where silly magical raccoon man goes around and fights bad guys. Yeah, I can't imagine anyone will go to the effort translating this unless they're absolutely sure it's gonna sell. So fans will just have to do it themselves with layered FS patches and that sort of thing, which is unfortunate, but. You know, I've got a lot of Wii U games, but I'm not sure I've heard of that one. I thought that one released for the Genesis. Bang! Ooh, he had some sort of food. There's all this health kicking around, and I've barely taken damage yet. This game is definitely a bit easy so far, but Ganbare Goemon games normally are, and if this is in the same spirit, it will get a lot harder later on. Is that my first one? Yeah, number 6. Okay. It's alright, I haven't missed one yet. They are shit-shaped. Which, I mean, given that this is definitely designed for a younger audience, this game, I get why they're shit-shaped. Anyway, how do I... Maybe I can... No, the answer's staring me in the face. I can use my tiny transformation to get in there. Yeah, okay, that's the one I got. Right, so I've looped around. Yep. Can I get up there? Yeah. Yeah, that's an exit gate. That's part of the exit gate up there. I'm hoping, you know, somebody comes around on translating and localizing this. Goodfield themselves, or Nintendo, or somebody. I mean, if not, we'll do it ourselves, but... I'd rather it was done in an official form. Yeah, just a really solid platformer. Oh shit. Actually took damage. You've saved weird square dog. Nobody told me this was a sequel to Cubivore. Don't understand a word of this. Wait. That says hot dogs. I can read that. One. Oh, God! I need to see Rule 34 of these two dogs tonight. And if I don't see it, I'll pull out my graphics tablet and I'll do it myself. Oh, you've got new selections in here, so that's hell. Obviously. But what's this one? Kanshoku. Tantrum Ball. Hit the enemy with a bang. Literally Tantrum Ball. That's a teleporter. I don't know where that's going to go. It's more beach. Right, that's where the exit is. So I can afford to take a little tangent here. So it might lead to something. There we go. Better get some more health soon. I'm panicking, Skywalker. I need some more health. I don't know why I'm bothering with, like, charged attacks when it really doesn't offer me much of a benefit to use them. I really did get Ape Escape 3 vibes when I saw this in the Nintendo Direct, and I still get them now. What with the unorthodox attack buttons on left and right, triggers, the transformations. This really does just feel like Ape Escape 3 2. And I'm okay with that. That was what I was hoping this game would feel like. Just very satisfying. Very smooth to control. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected a game that felt this good out of the studio that brought us all the bad Yoshi games. Okay, it's not that, like, Crafted World and Woolly World are bad. They're fine. They're just not Yoshi games. That's all. They're bad Yoshi games, not because they're bad, but because they're bad Yoshi games. Oh boy! Dumplings of some description. Lovely. Right, that's 2 of the 3 treasures in this level. So glad this isn't a game from 30 years ago, where the items immediately start to despawn as soon as they're dropped. So glad they actually give you enough time to walk around and collect them. Although an upgrade to pick them up across a smaller distance would be nice. Across a longer distance. You know what I mean. Well, who's in the Christmas spirit? I watched a Christmas movie last night. Leslie Nielsen plays an amnesiac Santa Claus. It's called Airplane. No, it was called Santa Who. And it was cringy, feel-good, Christmassy bullshit. I'm feeling Christmassy. And I didn't think I was going to just yet. You know, having not found a frickin' job yet. I didn't think I'd be feeling Christmassy just yet, but I am. Yeah, the Yuletime spirit. There's no need for 3 ghosts to visit me this year. Right, so how can I bring up what I'm missing? Interesting. Change controller. Stand still? Ooh. There's no button like Crash Bandicoot to bring down like an indication on screen for what you're missing. Like Crash Bandicoot, you press triangle, or I guess Y on an Xbox controller, and down comes how many boxes you're missing, whether you got the gem, whether you got the crystal. There's no such button for this game. And I feel like it could use something. You could press a button. Ah, stand still for a very long time. Okay, so I'm missing 2 poopies and a collectible. Come here. Interesting, so there's... You only need to get 3 of the lanterns to open the exit, but yet there's more lanterns in the stage than that. It's a wonderful knife. I love the pun. I was gonna watch the Bone Alone trilogy this year. Well, Bone Alone and the Dog Who Saved Christmas trilogy. But the timing has been very unfortunate for Christmas this year. So I might have to pass on those films. I'm sure there's a few like cat Christmas films I can track down to watch instead. Can't even fall off that bridge. This game is very handholdy. So I'm looking for... So I'm, yeah, standing still a little while. I'm looking for one more poopy somewhere. Could be on the beach leading to the exit. Not on top of the shops. Could bump into them on the way. I like how you've got enemies that are blindfolded and trying to hit the melons. Which is a Japanese summertime thing. Walk around on the beach holding a baton, trying to smash open a watermelon. This game is very clearly heavily influenced by Japanese culture, and I can understand that putting a publisher off localizing, but if that's the case, I would like them to reconsider. Our last one's got to be hiding behind the wall here. Yeah, I see him. I see him. That's poopy number 10. So yeah, level fully complete. You'll love to see it. But 2 levels in, and I'm a third of the way to the first health upgrade. I can see this game encouraging multiple playthroughs of stages to get more money. Did it! Ba-bum! This game's great. And it's budget price as well! What are your fuckers waiting for? Import it! It's amazing! Well done on completing the game! Oh... Yeah, not quite. Used to joke in the past, thank you for completing the demo. Look forward to the full release, Winter 98. Yeah, the gameplay itself is very straightforward. But this level's called GP, so it might throw in a racing mechanic just to screw with us. Yes. It is about to throw in a racing mechanic just to screw with us. Where can you import these? Play Asia. This is where I got my copy from. But I will tell you right now, Play Asia is out of copies. Oh, I pre-ordered this, and I paid for it at the end of September. So I've had this pre-ordered and prepaid since the end of September. Because I knew it might be tricky to track down a copy. He's a car. He is a car! This is insane! Okay. Let me guess. A to accelerate, B to reverse. I take it. Accelerator brake. Run by controlling the speed of Let's Chopsticks. Okay. Yeah, okay. Drift. Jump with Eleanor. Okay. Oh, that's like Mario Kart. You get a boost on a jump. Well, this threw a new gameplay style just to confuse us. Oh. Yeah, thanks a lot for that. Dick. The random horse racing. Horse racing? I don't even remember that! I must have done it! Because I've beaten the game. Admittedly, I did rush through it, because I had already watched Soybomb play through it in full, so I kind of rushed through 11. Why don't I remember? Oh yeah, no, I remember. Yes, yes, with the Coward Prince, yeah. No, I do remember that, yeah. That is ringing a bell. Fess girl. Come on, I need you to fess, girl. Fess up, girl. And here's my rewards for being such a good racer. I have no idea where the other shits are in this stage. A big flashlight. Bum bum. I'm missing 3 shits. I need to give at least 3 more shits in that stage. You know. A pig flat. Yeah. I think, in terms of what it actually is, I believe it's a Japanese paper lantern. But we could go for pig fleshlight if you prefer. But I think it's a type of Japanese lantern. Just calling it like a... Yeah, of course. So, are there any more places I can go before the race? Because I'm missing 3. I'm missing 3 poopy boys. Oh, he was inside a tire! Oh, I see. Someone's playing stupid damn now. There you are. They're fairly well hidden. So I assume the other one is hidden somewhere, somewhere at the end of the course. Yeah. Well, that means I'll have to play the course again. That GTA 6 trailer is going to be like a logo, and that's it. I saw something claiming to be a GTA 6 trailer, and then 10 seconds in it turned into a Rickroll. I think the trailer has leaked, but I haven't seen it. 91 seconds confirmed. Righto. Because I think you can read that information from... I think you can read the video duration from the Premiere page. Like, if you open it up in Inspect Element or whatever. So yeah, there's ways to find out the length of the Premiere. which I assume is what people have done. Pre-orders to go up immediately after. But I can't imagine a game like GTA 6 selling out. No more than Rockstar already have, am I right, fellas? No, I genuinely can't... I genuinely can't imagine a game like GTA 6 needing to be pre-ordered. Like, if you don't pre-order, you're gonna lose your chance to get a copy. Somehow I very much doubt that. Oh, there he is! He was staring me right in the face! Okay. That's all of them. Alright. Pre-ordering seems kind of unnecessary for GTA 6, you know? Take a game like this, where the sales numbers are limited. They might not even bother doing a second run because it's sold so bad. Fair enough, pre-ordering makes sense. But GTA 6, there's going to be copies in every fucking supermarket. You'll walk into Asda and there'll be a big stand that says Grand Theft Auto 6, and then you're going to walk into Sainsbury's and there's going to be a big stand that says Grand Theft Auto 6. You know, every single fucking supermarket is going to have a GTA 6 stand, so you don't need to pre-order it. Netflix gaming exclusive. I'm just imagining the trailer ends and it just shows Google Stadia. Oh, this level's got a nice aesthetic. Yeah, it's got a nice ass aesthetic. I knew there would be one hiding behind the boxes. Buckfast. Ooh, yeah. Speaking of Buck, I've got a bottle of Buck's Fizz here somewhere. Shogun Coffee. Manaka Corp. Getting a good look at these. Ooh. There we go. You've kind of got a homing attack, like out of Sonic. If you jump and then do both triggers. Like that. But I'm not consistent with it. I'm a bit bothered that Take-Two are gonna listen to that recent post, like, what about paying for GTA by the hour? From the fucking Metro or whatever it was from. They better not do that, because that would suck. I see coins on the edge there. I want them. But I can't jump. Gotta be a trick here. Yeah. Ah! Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. Yeah, so let me tell you a little something about that game's release. They had a key mailer page where you could request a key for the game, and that was a good few months before Cyberpunk came out. Ever so shortly before the game came out, they closed their key mailer page. I guess because they realized the game was gonna do well, that they didn't need to give out keys, because the game was gonna sell well regardless. So there I was, you know, registered on Keymailer, sent out a request to them for a code, expecting to hear something back, or even get a decline message. Meanwhile, they've just decided that they're going to close their Keymailer page and not tell anyone. So I'm thinking, okay, I will wait until I hear something back before I look into buying a copy of Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Just on the off chance that I get offered a key in the meantime. Game comes out, I'm like, that's strange, I didn't even hear anything back. That's so weird. I wonder what's going on. Go to Keymailer and look it up. Game page has gone on Keymailer. Oh, that's suspicious. They could have at least said something. So because that was handled so incredibly poorly, I haven't rushed out to buy Cyberpunk. And I probably won't. Unless it goes on major sale. Or I guess if I win that Twitter sweepstake for a copy. It feels a bit disingenuous to have a page on Keymailer and offer keys to creators, and then not actually offer keys to creators, and decide, oh, we're not going to bother after all. So that pissed me off a little bit. It's a shame, because I really enjoyed the last Team Reptile game I played. I played... Gonna make myself seem like I don't care now, because I can't remember the fucking name. Funky... What was it? See, I don't deserve a key. I wanted to call it Funky Punch, but that's because there was a game on Xbox Live Arcade that was awfully similar years ago. Not Xbox Live Arcade, Xbox Indies. That was very similar, and it was called, like, Funky Punch. And it had a guy who had a smiley face for a head. Getting the name. It was on Game Pass. I played it anyway. And enjoyed it. And did a feature on it. Did an entire, like, 2-hour live stream on it. And I guess when Bomb Rush Cyberpunk comes to Xbox Game Pass in 2 years, if I'm still a subscriber, I'll play it then. You wrong me, no soup for you. Well, they're allowed to decide that they don't want to give out keys. I just think it's a bit disingenuous to have a page on Keymailer and then remove the page and not inform anyone that you've removed the page, you know. But to be fair, what would they say? Oh, we've decided we don't want to give out keys after all because our sales projection looks good. I mean, they'd look like an asshole, whatever they'd say, to be fair. I mean, they should do what everybody else does. When they decide that their sales projection is good enough that they don't have to give out keys on Keymailer, they just don't give out keys. You know, be like everyone else. Yeah, if I win, you know, I'd probably want it on Xbox if there's an Xbox copy going. If not, then Switch, I guess. I really do prefer Xbox as a platform, and I probably would go for an Xbox version. The Keymailer keys were for the Steam version, which would have been perfectly fine. I have, you know, access to each of the current platforms. Publishers. I am here with basically one of every platform, and I am offering you free coverage. It's the meme, isn't it? Right? It's like, I offer you free coverage of game, in exchange you give me key. You know? Batman Arkham Trilogy for Switch. Hopefully it runs well. I've seen some really garbo Switch ports over the years. Assassin's Creed 3 comes to mind. The Witcher 3 as well. Arkham runs well. Good, good. I'm happy to hear that. Because the Switch is definitely, you know, power-wise, up there with a PS3. You know. There's no reason for Assassin's Creed 3 to run as badly as it does on Switch. They showed it on a Nintendo Direct, right? And it looked so dog shit bad. I thought that it was a joke. You know? I thought that showing it was a joke. Until I realized Ubisoft was serious. Dragon Quest Monsters. Yeah, that was... I got turned down for that from Square Enix. Okay, fair enough. Square Enix are in a do not want to give me a key mood at the moment. That's fine. You know, to be honest, I think it was a bit of a strange instance getting a key from them twice. One for Live Alive and one for Dragon Quest Treasures. Both of them feel like probably shouldn't have happened, but hey, you know, whatever. Sometimes you luck out like that as a creator. That said, I got turned down a key for Dragon Quest Monsters. I did enjoy Joker when I played it back on DS. I thought it was a decent game. I probably would have given Dragon Quest Monsters a shot. You know, if I'd received a key, I would have given it a shot. But, because I didn't receive a key, and there's other games that are, like, more relevant to me right now than Dragon Quest Monsters, Dragon Quest Monsters will probably get overlooked by me until either it comes out on Steam, like, next year at some point, or if it goes on, like, some super cheap deal. Like, if January sales, suddenly there's an abundance of Dragon Quest Monsters copies and they all go down to, like, 20 quid, then maybe I'll play it. I was in a charity shop today. They wanted $6.50 for Assassin's Creed Origins. I looked at it. Meh. Put it back. I'm good. I want to play the VR one. It's finding the time to get that set up and get invested in it. I'm not in the mood for an Assassin's Creed like that just yet. Am I missing any? I'm missing number 3 in this stage. Oh no. Don't make me play through the stage again. It should be hiding somewhere really fucking obtuse. Three coins, don't really care about that. 3 more coins, don't really care. I'm just looking to see if Shitboy is somewhere here, and he's not. Right, gotta go back and look for him. Alright, take care, Draven. So there's a Shitboy hiding somewhere here. Looking for the obvious things, like underneath platforms. Around the edge of the map. Places where if I was designing a game, I would have hidden him. Amongst these. Shogun coffee sounds nice, but I've already had enough caffeine today. So I got him, so it's got to be between that one and the one I just got. So he's got to be either in this area, or he's got to be in the next area. There he is! Oh my god, look at him! How do you pay with PayPal? First, you need a PayPal account. You create a PayPal account and you link to it a method of payment. So either a prepaid PayPal card or a bank card, either a debit card or credit card. Then you set that as your primary payment method. And then it's as simple as, when you're at the checkout, logging into your PayPal account, selecting the paying method, which will automatically be your default payment method. And I suppose the other thing to consider is personal and business PayPal accounts. If you're expecting to receive a lot of money in, you need to have a business account. But if you're just paying for stuff, I don't think the limitations that used to exist anymore. But I think my PayPal account is technically a business account. I can't remember if I set it up as a business account or not. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure PayPal might be the only or one of the only payment methods on PlayAsia. But I mean, I use PayPal for everything. I use PayPal for fast food. I use PayPal for video games. I use PayPal for Temu purchases. Everything. It's incredibly convenient. Right, yeah. So the homing attack, I have to be holding forwards and press. That's where I'm going wrong. And you automatically go in the location of the nearest thing you can hit. So it's not super intuitive. But I got it kind of going. It's making sense. Come back here, you little fucking shit. Got him. My money. Money! I think that's all of them. Yeah, okay. But there's 2 treasures missing in this level. Oh, I thought I was near the end. Okay, I'm not. There's still plenty of this level left. This looks like an optional route. Is making a Snapchat easy? I'm not entirely sure. I've only ever used Snapchat outside of its communication features, just for its filters. So I don't know if making a Snapchat account is easy. I mean, it's owned by Google, so chances are you can just log into it with your Google account. I think it's owned by Google. So you can probably just log into it with your Google account. I mean, you've got a Google account, right? I know I run everything out of my Google account. If I lost my Google account, I'd probably kill myself. There's someone there going, oh, yes! Now I know exactly how to defeat him! Someone's watching. It's like, yeah! Take out his Google account, take him. Easy. Yeah, so your Gmail account is your Google account. Your Gmail account is tied to your Google account. It's not hold in the direction of the enemy, it's hold forwards. And then no, it is kind of in the this homing attack is kind of tricky to use. Oh, but, you know, that worked. Interesting. Wasn't holding a direction at all then. And I was just using one stick. Have I been overthinking this homing attack? Is that why I've been struggling to pull this off? So I'm overthinking it. No. Oh! Come on. Drop some health or something. The health drop rate seems very low in this game. Still don't have enough for the first health upgrade yet. Why would you make a Snapchat? There genuinely is no reason. Not when WhatsApp exists. Snapchat's kind of redundant. But it's the filters mainly, which, as it turns out, you can just use on PC with unofficial Snapchat software that, you know, Snapchat tried to shut down, but you can still use it. I thought about having it enabled for my stream webcam at one point. So people could have a redeem on stream that, like, puts on the lady filter or something for, like, 5 minutes, and I have to talk like a lady. Like, I had considered it, but I couldn't get that working with a redeem, so I didn't bother in the end. I'm so glad there's no full damage in this. I thought this Threads was going to be a big thing, this Threads from Instagram. I don't think I've logged into it in a month. All I needed was, like, that one big celebrity to join. Like, if Taylor Swift said, I'm gonna do all my activity now on Threads, you know. Then Threads would have gotten big. Am I missing anything? No. Okay, we're good. You took some gingerbread. Coal. Bum. You're getting coal for Christmas this year. Santa knows what you did. Ho, ho, ho. It's punishment time! Hoo hoo hoo! I'm sure there's some Mario, like, inspiration in this, but what I mainly get out of it is Ganbare Goemon and Ape Escape. Like, that's the DNA I feel in this. Krampus. The thing about Krampus is it sounds like Grandpa. I'm like, oh, it's Grandpa. Grandpa's here. I want to afford the maximum health increase, but I can't afford the maximum health increase. Darumas! No way! Cute. Darumables. Oh, you're so Darumable! It's Poopy number 21. Like, I went to a bunch of fucking charity shops today, right? And all of them say they don't take VHS tapes. Like, when people come to donate VHS tapes, they tell them they don't take them. I was flabbergasted! Then one of the ladies at the counter in one of the charity shops said, "Well, what do you use them for?" And I turned to her, deadpan, completely no expression. I said, "I play them in my VCR." It's like, what do you use them for? I'm like, I play them? What, you think I ground them up and I sniff them? I fucking play them. Yeah, in a charity shop somewhere that sells secondhand goods. They won't take videotapes around my neck of the woods. A lot of them won't. What do you use them for? I play them in my VCR. She was quite old. She was in, I wanna say, at least her 70s. I think it didn't occur to someone that you can still watch a VHS tape in 2023, you know. It's not weird. Okay, maybe it's a little weird, but it's not really weird. There's some things you can only get on VHS tape. And VHS has been absolutely amazing for me, because I have found so many weird things that I've got on to gain an interest in. Let me tell you about something I watched recently. I guess this is kind of spoilers for my VHS project when it takes off. But I watched a VHS tape for a film called Doctor Strange Glove. No connection to the Stanley Kubrick film of the same name. It was a tape featuring skiing and snowboarding, set to the music of Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Mix Masters, DJ Wildski, 808 State, you know, absolutely jamming soundtrack. And, you know, I had zero interest in skiing going into that, but after watching that tape, I think extreme winter sports are pretty cool. I'm kind of sold on extreme winter sports. I think they're pretty neat. So, it's because I found that VHS tape years ago. I'm talking like 2 decades ago. And kept hold of it in my collection. And just like the other day, I thought, oh, I'm gonna, you know, no reason. Just, I'm gonna check this tape out. Recorded my reactions. Recorded myself watching it. So I've got it in a useful format. Ready to chop together. So this is cool. Looked it up online. The person who directed the movie, they still sell the film on DVD and digital copies on their own website. So I tracked down their email, and I've been in contact with them, and I'm trying to organise a phone interview with them. So what was going to be, oh, just a silly video of me reacting to a VHS tape, is probably going to end up being a documentary on this guy's fucking life and career. This ski and snowboarding Hall of Fame film director. The world is wild like that. The universe is strange and works in mysterious ways sometimes. So hopefully that that project takes off. And hopefully it's as much of a success as it should be given how much, like, time and effort I'm putting into it. Like, fingers crossed it becomes something, because I feel like this VHS project has the potential to be something really special. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the lady knew, like, what VHS tapes are for. I think she thought that because I was, you know, much younger than her, she probably thought I was in my 20s, because a lot of people do when they see me. She probably thought, you know, this person in their 20s, in which case, thank you. I appreciate it. Makes me feel very young. This person in his 20s seems to want VHS tapes. It obviously can't be to watch them. There must be some other reason, like maybe they're worth a lot of money or something. But no. That's not the case. Age defaming. Well, yeah, I'm doing that too. And I think you're doing that by saying, she might have dementia. But yeah, nice. It's a leaf with a crown. I think she knew what VHS tapes were and what they do. I think she just thought that someone in my age range wanted the VHS tape for something other than, you know, collecting them. I just like collecting them. I think they're neat. I just think they're neat. Hold on, I can complete the image. I can complete the image. Hold on. VHS tapes? I just think they're neat. I just think they're neat. Looking forward to watching that one. Freaky Fairy Tales, aka Dead Time Stories. I know it's going to be a good one, I can just tell. Loving the bonsai-style trees in this level. Very cool. Very cool. He looks 18 years old. Well, yeah, so over here in the UK, we have Challenge 25. That's basically the protection that we have in UK law, enshrined in UK law. If the person looks 25, then they can buy items that are 18 or over without being ID'd. The basic understanding being that 25-year-olds probably look a hell of a lot more 18. A hell of a lot more 25 when they're 25 than 18-year-olds look 18 when they're 18. If you know what I mean. Like, people can look 18 and they can be 14, lucky bastards. So yeah, in the UK we operate Challenge 25, and I think that's fair. It works. It's not an ultimately brilliant system, because when I was old enough to buy alcohol, I quite often got carded. And I said, come on, that's bullshit, you know, I'm clearly over 18. I went to school with your son, you know, at the local co-op, saying, like, I went to school with your son. You taught me how to read when I was a child. just doing my job. It's like, fucking not. But yeah, like, the system can sometimes be unfair to the person buying the goods, but Challenge 25 is fair to the shop. You know, it protects them. Of course, it is ultimately down to the person on the till to make a judgment call on whether or not they think someone looks 25 or not. But, like I said, 25-year-olds tend to look 25. Like, 14-year-olds can look 18. Can't drink due to your new kidney. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, you probably could drink, but I mean, in small amounts. I believe it was Hohenheim who said the dose is in the poison, or the poison is in the dose. I think it was the poison is in the dose. You can have anything, asterisk, provided you have a small enough amount of it. Of course, that's not true about, you know, everything. But generally speaking, you know, take rat poison, right? There are people who take rat poison because they are prescribed rat poison to thin their blood. So, like, you know, a little thing called warfarin. So, the poison is probably in the dose. You probably could drink, but I would advise getting the opinion of a doctor. Because a doctor might say you can have so many units. I would go seek the opinion or counsel of a medical professional. But yeah, I mean, everything is in moderation, right? Hollywood people who go on a, like, 99 drops water, 1 drop snake venom, like, elixir, to help them recover from injuries faster. I don't know how much of that is true, and how much of that is conspiracy theory. But I remember hearing about it and finding it hilarious. Well, yeah, it depends on the soda. I mean, you can go to the supermarket right now and you can buy... This is crazy how this works, right? So you can go and buy supermarket shandy, right? Which is like 0.05% alcohol. And you can buy that over the counter without needing to be over 18. It's a soda pop like anything else. You want to buy non-alcoholic, like fake wine, things like Schlurt, no problem. You're allowed to buy that. That's fine. But you want to buy like Brewdog Nanny State or Punk AF, like alcohol-free beers? No, you have to be over 18. You have to look 25. Because there was a point, sort of in my early 20s, where I went off drinking alcohol. I drank alcohol-free stuff instead. And I would get carded for alcohol-free stuff. I messaged Co-op, right, on Facebook, and I said, you know, this is ridiculous. This stuff is alcohol-free. And they said, no, by law we have to card you for alcohol-free. I do wonder sometimes We live in a fucking batshit insane clown world. Batshit fucking insane clown world. You're going to introduce a new gameplay mechanic yet? Because that driving stage was nice. That was a nice change of pace. Okay. Leaf piles that you can break open by running into them. Still not quite enough cash for the first health upgrade. Okay. I can avoid them simply by running up the left or right hand side. Okay, there's a little bit more avoiding required now that there's less lanes. Oh. A bell! Doing, doing. Oh, gosh. Okay. He can land on me. Lesson learned, the painful way. Money. Money! The game needs a permanent upgrade to get more money, but I already know that the game has a temporary money increase item, so it's... There is a way to get more money, but it costs money. Which, I mean, is true about real life as well. Cognac, yeah. Sort of Christmas time, I keep my eyes on the ice cream section, because you occasionally get brandy ice cream flavored with Courvoisier, and that's so nice. It has no right being as nice as it is. You know, if you're just looking to make a quick dessert out of nothing, a mince pie and Courvoisier ice cream, like brandy flavored ice cream, that'll do it. I'm missing a poopy. Back I go. Oh, looks like this is the way to go. I thought this was an optional route. But what was that area down there? Yeah, exit's up there, I think. So what was the area down here, then? Oh yeah, sure enough. Some sort of lower path. Yeah, there I was thinking I was going an optional path. I was not. I should have the health upgrade soon. 2,700. Oh my god. It does feel like it's incredibly easy to take damage. Like you're missing iframes when you should have some. But it's not enough to, like, put me off or anything. Just means I have to be a little more careful than I am. I'm being a little bit hastier than I need to be. I think Hogwarts is coming out on Switch because of, A, the massive install base. And I guess because it was already promised that it was going to come to Switch. If they hadn't promised a Switch release, then they probably would have just waited. But because they promised a release, and, you know, Christmas is coming up, and the Switch has such a large install base, they probably figured, if we release it on Switch just before Christmas, we'll get some guaranteed... You know, we'll get some guaranteed sales for the people who don't care that it's an inferior port. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, then, you know, go ahead and play that version, whatever. You know. It's no problem for me. I got a 4070 Ti. I can play the PC version in reasonably good spec. Not everyone has that option. Not everyone's got a fantastic gaming PC or an Xbox. But a lot of people have a Switch. Midnight Suns. Yeah, that's an interesting one. So Midnight Suns, I could have applied for a key for that, and I didn't. Think. I remember thinking, shit, maybe I should have applied for a key for it. Because it did so bad in terms of sales. But I looked at it, and it was like strategy or something, and you know, I don't go out of my way to play strategy games, because they're not really my thing. I'm more 3D platformer, first-person shooter, JRPG. Like, that's my area of interest. And if it's got giant robots, which, spoilers, this game does, then it's extra brilliant. And it gets bonus points. So that's some kind of, like, sweet loaf. Kind of hard to see where I'm going here. It's on a chain, like the others. Right, so any more of those I find now, and there's at least one more of them in this stage, because I've seen it, then they will give me a ton of coins instead for destroying it. But I am down to my last heart, and that is scary. Because if I get defeated, I lose a shit ton of coins. Turns out I don't need to be small to bounce on those, I just have to press the jump button early enough. So teleporter up here. But I don't know how to get on it. Ordered way too much stuff this month. I know that feeling. I'm so glad that I had paid for this months ago, because otherwise I would be freaking out. But because this was paid for ages ago, I'm not freaking out. But yeah, I bought more stuff than I probably should. I bought a fuck ton of VHS stuff this month. Still not quite enough. Ugh. Come on. 2986, you've got to be fine. I'll have enough when I get to the next Tanuki shop. Oh, there's not another Tanuki shop before the end of the level. Okay. Please let there be some health then. Not a single one of those enemies dropped health! Fucking hell. Ugh! God! Oh. 100! Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh, but you know, I've earned almost as much just from the enemies here. Why bother having this many collectibles drop if it's just gonna tank the frame rate? I'll be able to buy the health upgrade now. So let's do it. Tanking the frame rate makes it cool. Well, that's certainly true in like shmups, isn't it? When you've got like a really hard section to navigate and the whole frame rate goes down because there's like 60 ships on screen and like 100 bullets. And all the sprites start flickering. Yeah, that is cool. I'm glad this came out. It's just a shame it didn't come out in English. Oh, there's health now? You didn't drop health the last time, did ya? You fucker. No, I don't need it. You're gonna drop health. Come back here. I'm not done with you lot. I think that's the last, yeah, 30. Yeah, that's all of them. Done, done. Love it. Love it. This released as a budget title in Japan, and I think this is fair for a budget title. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit more successful in Japan, considering it's not a full-priced game. They've definitely gone for the indie end of pricing. Indie end. I didn't say Indian. Let's see. I can throw the bomb to damage enemies. And I do believe the Tanuki either protects me from one hit or gives me 1 hit point back when I run out of health. Loving that those guys are sprites. The game engine simply couldn't handle that many characters on screen at once. Ooh! Gimme. Cool robot has appeared, gimme.
Saitarou. Bakeru daro.
Dotsukoi. Dotsukoi. Okay. 1, 2. Fuck. I know it's coming. 1, 2. It's a little bit of a difficulty curve. I like this. Having an extra hit point before this boss definitely helps. Right, halfway done. Hey, he said Typhoon. Frame rate's tanking again. Ooh, new content for the original Thief. It's nice to see old games getting new stuff. You know, like the Sigil expansions for Doom. New Half-Life multiplayer maps. I'd like to see a modern re-release of the original Prey, with maybe like a new short campaign or something. Yeah, just get Night Dive on it. Night Dive can do anything. Night Dive will just take anything and they'll chuck it in their Kex engine, and they'll have a new campaign for the original Prey by lunchtime next week. No, but in all seriousness, the work that Night Dive is doing is astounding. Give me your transformation! Let me turn into big robot guy. Love that expression. Before he earns a transformation. He's just... Yeah, Turok 3! A lot more than I would be willing to pay for a Turok 3 remaster, because I don't really like Turok 3 very much, but the amount of work they've done for that version is incredible. The amount of work they've done is incredible. Again, requested a key, didn't get one, so fuck them. But I hope they have some success with that port. But fuck them. Oh, I was kind of hoping I could, like, press A and it shows me if I was missing anything from any stages. Dark Forces remaster. Yes, please. That's something I can definitely get behind. Sin. Now, Sin was a good time. I didn't play very much of it, but I played Sin for the first time, I think it was last year. And I was kind of impressed. I was kind of impressed by what I played. Oh, finally! A transformation for doing sick damage. They're the original and best, and they should be respected. Like, id Tech stuff, like Quake stuff, like, impresses me. Early Unreal Engine impresses me. Like that game we played recently. Fact 2, right? Heavy Metal. Like, a Quake engine game that had climbing, shimmying... like, all these weird mechanics! Oh, right, okay, that'll be why it's, like... why it's so well made. Yeah, like, for me, that's, I have a kind of... I like to see first-person shooters, like first-person shooter engines, getting adapted into things that aren't first-person shooters. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Sorry, I was distracted. The front doorbell went. I'm like, who the fuck's that? I like to see first-person shooters getting adapted into things that aren't first-person shooters. So, like, seeing Doom get turned into Sonic Robo Blast 2, and then, like, Sonic Robo Blast 2 kart. Like, making a kart racer or a platformer out of the Doom engine. Like, I like that. Seeing Unreal Engine get turned into Jazz Jackrabbit 3D. It's a shame that never got finished. But, I mean, it would have been crap. But I probably would have enjoyed it. I probably would have enjoyed it. Yeah, like, that to me is my thing, is seeing, like, first-person shooter engines getting adapted into things that aren't first-person shooters. That is what I'm into. So any, like, id Tech, Gold Source, Unreal Engine, like, early Unreal Engine, getting adapted into platformers, that's my shit. There is a Sonic the Hedgehog 3D platformer fan game, kind of like Sonic Robo Blast 2, but built out of the Duke Nukem 3D engine. With support for 3D models and voxels and all sorts of bullshit. And it's shit like that that I find inspiring. Taking something that's not supposed to do a specific thing and making it do that specific thing. I've seen Pac-Man recreated in Doom with a top-down camera angle. And it plays just like actual Pac-Man, except you're the Doom Marine running around. Oh! Pinball game made out of Unreal Engine. That! Wow. Unreal Engine 1. That's inspiring. It was brought to my attention yesterday that on one of the Valve developer portals you can download a modern port of the Nightfire Gold Source, you know, the one built off Half-Life. Oh, this is a timed item. Okay. I thought it was a single use. It is a single use, but it lasts for a certain amount of time. So I might look into that this month. Because, you know. It's supposed to be bondage month. I mean, December usually is. But I haven't done any of the graphics for bondage month this year. I thought I might do pondage month, you know, and cover James Pond games. But there's only 2 James Pond games worth playing. There's only 2 good James Pond games. Fuck. I'm not going to use my transformation at the moment. Just going to try and do this platforming section naturally. This bit seems kind of shit. Gotta say. Really, I need the gun power-up, but I know I don't get that for a little while yet. Because that's a later boss. It's in the gun power-up in the long trailer. And seeing that gun power-up in motion, like, gave me major Ape Escape 3 cowboy vibes. Like, it looked like the cowboy transformation. Even down to the way that you had a gun in either hand. You could sort of fire rapidly. Ooh, Meetle hat. It's got to the point where every hard hat for me is just a Meetle hat. It's any indication, 2 hours in and we've only obtained the second transformation. We had the first transformation in level 1. We're now on level, what, 9? Something like that. Wait. A Brother Bear platformer, what, made in UE? UE 1? I need to play this! I need to play this. I have so many questions that can only be answered by playing it. An Unreal Engine 2 based MMO. Unreal Engine 2 based in... Oh, in 2013? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm just thinking... I'm sure UE3 was prominent by then. Yeah. That's what I thought. UE4 at that point? Oh. Fair deuce. Keep forgetting there wasn't much time between UE1 and UE2. To be honest, that time frame is fucked in my head, because I'm like, oh yeah, the Dreamcast, that was like 2000 or whatever, right? No. I was like, oh, the PlayStation, that was like 96. No. Try 94. A lot of those years are just smudged together in my brain. Oh, I'm missing a poopy boy. What do I get the feeling he's up in that really annoying section on the eye bars. Sometimes all I have to do is look through the level backwards, and then the person's just hiding in a corner somewhere. This looks... yeah. I see ya. I see ya. Right, okay. I like when they show you which one it is in a chain that you're missing, because that makes it much easier to work out how far back into the level you need to go. Because it would be between the last one you got. That is quality video game design. Like, I don't think any part of this game's design or flow is, like, poorly made. Yeah, it's a bit generic, but it's fine. You know, I've played much worse. Maybe this could do with being a little bit more ambitious. It could also do with being a little bit better optimized, but I don't dislike what I've played so far of this. It's solid. Checks out. It does feel very much like a Goemon game, and I'm glad it does, because, you know, seeing as it's made by ex-Goemon devs, and it's, you know, Japan folklore influenced, you would hope. Oh, I can't knock those back. And things like having your attack be on L and R is weird, but you just kind of get used to it. Ubisoft's I Am Alive. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was UE2? That game was so fucking jank. Maybe one of these days I'll give it a proper shot. If I'm feeling particularly masochistic. Yeah, I can't say I was a fan. Like, the thing about Xbox Live Arcade games, right, is that they let you have a trial of the game before you buy it. They would have been better off not giving you a trial of I Am Alive, because the trial made me go, oh, I'm fine. I'm good. the first hour is the most interesting, then I definitely would not enjoy it. But that would make it a great game to punish myself with, so I won't rule it out. Ubisoft got UE2 to run on PSP. Wow. Speaking of PSP, I picked up a PSP game today. £1. I know. I was blown away. Most charity shops, when they get PSP games in, they want like £10 for them. They're like, oh, it's PSP. PSP's worth money. You know, no games are worth money, mate. You know, you're a charity shop. You know, you charge £10 for something, and you're a charity shop that's about looking after dying kids or whatever. It's like, okay, you don't want to help the dying kids. I understand. Whatever. No, £1 for a fucking PSP game. Go Sudoku, but you know, still £1 for a PSP game. It's not quite as amazing when I say it was Go Sudoku. Splinter Cell Blacklist, I don't know, like, I'm not a Splinter Cell fan. If you said to me, Splinter Cell Conviction, I'd be like, oh yeah, nice. Like, Splinter Cell Conviction is my jam. That's a good game. That checks out. That's still got, like, solid, weird mechanics. Conviction is UE2! Well. Well. I like Conviction. Conviction's got interesting mechanics. Yeah, being able to look under doors. You can play that game completely stealth, or you can just kill people quickly. There's a lot of freedom in how you approach each mission in that game. It's pretty fucking cool. Yattaze! Teyonde! Sa! Blacklist good, then. Oh, another level on a... I'm missing a treasure! Oh my god, this is the first time I've missed a treasure. No. To a certain extent, I mean, older engines, if you know how they work, you probably can jerry-rig them for a while. Probably can jerry-rig them for a while. And let's face it, if they ran relatively well on older hardware, then they should run better on newer hardware, right? So if you release a game for the Xbox Series that's running on an engine originally made for, I don't know, the PS2 and the Dreamcast, right? Then in theory it should run better. And therefore you should be able to crank more out of it. I mean, in theory, right? I've always had this, like, novel idea that if I was a game developer, I would make my game designed so its low mode could run on, like, Windows 98. Just for the hell of it. Just because I would know that if it ran on such low hardware from, like, a game mechanics point of view, that knowing it would run well there would guarantee that all I would have to do is jack the graphics and physics and everything else way up for the higher settings. Like, I envision a game studio putting out a game right now that would run on fucking Windows 98 on, like, integrated graphics, but then if you cranked it up on maximum, it would be, you know, it would require a fucking 4070 Ti. I'm sure there's a million reasons why you wouldn't do it that way, but I'd want to do it that way. I'd want to say, okay, we're gonna make our game compatible, like, all the way back on extremely old OSs. So there's like a legacy mode. Because could you imagine people playing on Windows 98 cross-play with people on fucking Windows 11? Could you imagine that? And the game being played on the Windows 11 computer with the 4070 Ti looks like a fucking realistic photograph, and the game being played on the Windows 98 looks like a fucking PS1 game, but somehow the two are communicating with each other across, like, seemingly time and space. Like I said, I'm sure there's a million reasons why you would never do it that way. I remember when I was at college, right? I was shown Crysis. You know, the best looking game at the time. Only super duper computers could run it well. And I was watching some, like, video of like a, what is it, like 32v32 or whatever it is. It's some, like, insane number of players you can have. I think it might be 16 versus 16. Multiplayer. I remember seeing, like, footage of that and just being blown away and thinking, but the game looks so good, how can they all play in multiplayer together? You know, my friend who, you know, knew quite a bit about computers was like, well, the graphics aren't the factor. You know, the core, like, connectivity at the end is not really that much different than, like, playing a Half-Life multiplayer. I played a lot of Half-Life multiplayer then. It's like, it's not much different than playing, like, a game like Half-Life online. Like, the information being sent is tiny compared to the graphical output. And it got me thinking, yeah, you know what? That's right, you probably could make, like, a game that is graphically intense on one system and graphically weak on another system, and yet have them cross-play together. Like, if the information being sent is very basic and very low, then it could, in theory, be done. This reminds you of a level from Ratchet and Clank. Going Commando. Make entirely different games communicate with each other. I've seen games on entirely different consoles communicate with each other. You probably knew this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Did you know that the Dreamcast and PS2 versions of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 could communicate with each other? Because when I learned that, I was freaked the fuck out. And all that did, hearing about that the other day, all that did was make me think even more about the initial idea of Windows 98 playing one game, Windows 11 playing the same game, but, like, super, like, graphically intense and communicating with each other and... The ideas are there. They have been explored before. We just need to be, like, man enough to actually implement them and use them. I was aware that a few of them were. I didn't realize all of them were, but I know Gun Valkyrie started as a Dreamcast project. A weird thing about Gun Valkyrie, right? On Dreamcast, it was going to be played with controller in one hand, light gun in the other. I could see why that ended up being a single controller game when it came to the Xbox. Gun Valkyrie was gonna be something fucking weird. And even when it released, it was weird, but it was sure as a hell a lot less weird. I do vaguely recall people hacking into my single-player game in Watch Dogs and me being like, for fuck's sake, opens menu, disables online connectivity. I do recall that, yeah. Xbox was doing something similar for, like, drone strikes or something in one of their games. Might have been Halo. Might have been Dead Rising 3. Yeah, Xbox Smart Glass. Do you remember that? That was very briefly a thing. And very cool. But I don't think I ever messed around with it. Hey, Anne, how's it going? It's Anne Keeps Gaming. Ah, yes, my Tanuki. Nice one. Wasn't a complete waste. See, the Tanuki brings me back with full health. That's kind of cheap. I think I might be able to abuse that mechanic. The Android 18 looks gorgeous. I'm glad you like it. I bought it for you several years ago. But for whatever reason, I kept forgetting to bring it when I went over yours. I honestly have forgotten what it looked like because it was so long since I got it for you. Yes, it did. You opened it before Christmas! That's okay. You opened it after the Christmas you were supposed to be opening it. So it's fine. Gaming! Oh, Matzo! Check out this Japan-only 3D platformer that's a lot like Ape Escape 3. But it doesn't have a training zone. Unfortunately. You outlived the Games Master magazine. It's the Games Master Hunger Games. I see the collectible I missed last time I was through this stage. It's in this half. Yeah, no training zone, I'm afraid. You learn everything in the levels. The levels themselves are the training zones. If you look at it one way. Oh my god, I got a box! In a box? Right, there we go. That's the collectible I was missing. I've already played this level once. I had to play it again to get something I missed. We're gonna play this for another... Oh, God. Almost 3 hours. How does that happen? I was like, I'm going to play this for another half hour, and then I had a look. It's almost 3 hours. I'm like, maybe no. Maybe I don't want to play it for another half hour. Maybe another 15 minutes. But if I start another level, I know I'll be in that level for like half an hour. Fuck. I haven't set the 3D printer up yet. In fact, I haven't moved the 3D printer from where it landed. Bum bum. I will set it up when I have a quiet afternoon to look it up on the internet, find out what software I need. Hanpan. That's what you say when you toast someone in Japanese. I think. Oh, look at this level! Oh man, this is sick! Tanuki, you got another money cap for me? Yes. You got another Tanuki for me? Thank you. This is a really pretty area. So colourful. So the next question is, where is our first thingy-mabob hiding? So I would expect one right here at the start. The poop-shaped characters I have to find in every level. There's one. Okay. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything, because I don't want to have to play through a level again. Like, more than once. I must collect everything. Why does Switch get Persona but not Yakuza? Where's the exact quote? Because there's an exact quote. And when it comes to the Switch, it's kind of a system for a younger audience. It's how we picture it in Japan, anyway, for kids. So do we want to put a title where we're going and picking a fight with the world and doing all this Yakuza stuff on the Switch? Will people be happy if we do that? That was a quote from somebody involved in the development of the Yakuza titles. I can't remember exactly who it was. But, yeah. The people involved with the Yakuza series think the Switch is for children. And they don't think it fits with the vibe of the Yakuza games. Which, fair enough, that's their opinion. The Yakuza games would sell well. Especially, I don't know, Kiwami, Kiwami 2, 0, 3, 4, and 5. I mean, it wouldn't be a lot of work to bring them over. But ultimately, if that's what the developers of the Yakuza games, the Ryoga Kotoku games, think, then, you know, fair enough. It's their decision not to bring them over. A game all about having lots of money with print money? Yeah. Nail box. What? How's it going, Tack? Nail box. You throw me for a loop there. I don't know how to respond to that. Oh, is that a finisher move in Ryoga Kotoku in Yakuza? I know what the finishing moves look like. I don't really know what they're called. My time spent in the upgrade menu is like tap, 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 done, done, done. Don't want to hang around this menu, I got people to kill. Yeah, I think Zero was quite instrumental in Yakuza's success. I mean, the series was quite popular in general. But Zero made it a big name, and then I would argue Zero going to PC was fucking huge. Like, that was the moment that really did it, I think. Kiwami can fuck off, though. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I like the original Yakuza more than I like Kiwami. Kiwami's namesake, the Kiwami mechanic, never again, please, in a video game. Bots is recovering their health through moves that you can't break. Yeah, fuck that shit. I get what you're saying. I'm not looking for the Yakuza nail box right now, but I might have a look at it after the stream. This level is really charming. Whee! Into the pool. Whoa, look at all these enemies! Look at all these chickens! Do I have a favorite finisher in the series? I probably should, right? I mean, I'm a simple man. I like a good curb stomp or a nice, you know, baseball bat finisher, you know? I'm simple. I'm easy to please. I like getting them down on their knees and then hitting them in the face with the baseball bat. Oh yeah, speaking of, like, finishers, I like the ones from the start of Yakuza 0. You know, the like, would you like a towel, sir? Like, I like those. Unfortunately, this game is still stuck in Japan at time of playing. But you can get a copy from Play Asia, if you like. It is unfortunate that this game will likely not get localized. It's alright, I'll probably do a sushi bites on it. Along the lines of, in 2023, this shouldn't be an issue anymore. Games being unavailable shouldn't be an issue anymore. I've beaten women just doing their jobs. Yeah. I'm a monster. Everybody knows I'm a motherfucking monster. I want to see your fucking hands at the concert. I want to see your fucking hands at the concert. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking monster. I'm missing a treasure. There was a treasure earlier in the level enough, Vista. Ooh, Titanic! It's like in that movie. I wouldn't be surprised if they were making a Titanic reference. I'm gonna check this one because I'm hoping they are making a Titanic reference. Drinking spout for canned beverages. Look closely at the mouth of the can. It's not symmetrical. A trick makes it easier to open. What I love is that doesn't make any sense, but the A button is, huh? So at least they're not meant to be easy to understand. Take some solace in that. But yeah, the plan will be to go through the stream VOD and basically translate every single one of these. Unless we can actually get the internal text files, in which case we can do a layered FX, a layered FS patch, and translate this game and create a patch file of some kind. I mean, that's what we're going to be looking at, I think. I've got my best guys on it. We're going to have a look at the internals of the game, and we're going to see if the text is in an easily editable format. And then we'll just machine translate it. I'm gonna have to play this level again to get the poop person and treasure I missed. Dang. Are? Oh, I'm sorry, alright. You're coming at me and you deal damage when you touch me. You are my enemy. So, you gotta be beaten up. I'm an equal opportunities ass kicker. Oh, you can't do this while you're in transformed form. Well, that's took us neatly to 3 hours. I mean, I have to eat something. Missing treasure number 1 and poopy number 3. The unchiku number 3. Another boat level? So I'm going to bring it to a close here. I could definitely see myself coming back to this one. I don't know whether I'll come back to this on stream and make this a numbered thing, or if I will just play through it in my own time. I mean, what's the general thought? Is this interesting? I mean, it's interesting to me. I think I've got everything so far except the last stage. Oh yeah, and I can see that I've missed one poopy stamp. Okay. Is the game that short? No, surely there's got to be more stages than that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for coming. If this is something you would like to see more of, let me know. Otherwise, I might stream something else. Currently trying to get a response back from this film director that I'd like to interview for a video project that I'm working on. And there's job center stuff. Okay. Okay, I see. This film director is saying, you set the time, I'll be there. Okay. So I'll just tell him that we're having an interview tomorrow at 6 o'clock my time. Fair dues? So set the time, so I'll set the time. Alright, so yeah, there might not be a stream tomorrow night. I will be doing something tomorrow anyway. I think today's tomorrow, Tuesday. Job interview Thursday. Job center Friday. Friday, midnight till 4 AM or 4:30 AM or whatever. VGAs. Oh, fuck. So that's fun. Alright. Take care. Until next time, if we live that long, yada 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 yada.